Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay and it's under the command of demontaxidriver. Okay, 2 marks on the barrel. The demontaxidriver has been rather busy. .155mm howitzer mounted on a Walker Bulldog hull. It's reasonably quick. It's considered by many to be one of the best SPGs in the game, and in my book, yes, it certainly is because of that fast reload. You can get the reload down to as little as 15 seconds, but we can see that demontaxidriver's got it down to 15.81, and he's aiming towards the centre line because there's probably an enemy tank up there. I always fire around into that area or into the bushes on the other side of the other house, and there's usually somebody at home. In fact, we found an AMX 12 ton. But over in the town we can see a Tiger 1 and a Panther and a Tiger P. He's going to go for the Panther because he's a much easier hit, plus he's got lighter armour. Just dialing in. Ready. Nice splash, 185 hit points. It landed right next door. Okay, oh, that's a nice target. An ARL-44, tier 6. And there's a Dickermax. Now, those things are very slow, which makes them very easy to hit and damage. Well, he damaged the AMX 12 ton and the Dickermax with that shot. He's dialing in very, very close. Let's pull back out a bit further. That's it, so we can see what's going on. He's lost sight of the Dickermax. Oh, and he got him with a blind shot. He got him with a blind shot. He thought he was hiding behind that house, and he was. Excellent shot. So he's got the first kill for his team. But his team are down. Now, that's the place I normally fire the first shot in, just in there, because there's normally somebody hopping around in there. In fact, actually, that Yank Panther was probably moved from that spot, and he's now behind that house. The enemy's certainly playing very aggressively because they're occupying more of our side of the map than we occupied the enemy side. Okay, T-34-100 right by the windmill, so he's dialing in because tanks that sit by the windmill hug it for cover, and then they tend to be very easy to hit. Nice direct hit! Right on the front, 112, and he tracked him. Unfortunately, our guys aren't going in for the advantage. Oh, they did. The T-37. The SU-100M1 was the one who got the kill, and now we got a Yank Panther, the same one that was hiding behind the house. Oh, we got reticule bloom there. He adjusted his aim slightly. He's right on the edge, but he still managed to get a direct hit for 210. You always have to watch out for that. So look at your arc and see exactly where the edge of the arc is. If you adjust like that, suddenly the vehicle moves and the reticule blooms. Another direct hit on the ARL. A good hit, 221. You can see it hit the rear of the vehicle. That would have damaged the engine. And the ARL-44 is taken out by the Wizzy 131 GFT over on the west side of the map. Okay, T-3485M hiding behind the house, and demontaxidriver can definitely hit him. And he does! Another direct hit for 225. That's going to be one unhappy bunny at the moment. And he's taking fire from others, although he cured his stun virtually straight away, so he must have burned his first aid kit. More stun. You can see at the moment demontaxidriver is trying to complete SPG 5. I'm not sure which vehicle he's trying to do it for. SU-122-44. Based on the medium tank, it's actually quite a good tank destroyer because it's that front shield is so well angled it tends to make shells ricochet off. And he's right at the edge of his arc as well, which... Oh, and that vehicle's moving, so there was some movement from that dead tank destroyer. So I think he's just behind it, or was just behind it. Now he's moved. There you go. In fact, he's taking on our Stuart Mill, which is not good news for the Stuart Mill. And he's managed to get behind him. And you can see that round actually hit the gun mantlet. And nice hit there for 182, but the Stuart Mill now is in a lot of trouble. Because, yeah, I'm afraid that Stuart Mill's probably going to die. And he does. Now, can demontaxidriver get another round in without rescue blade? Oh, good hit. Splash for 185. Unfortunately, we've only got one other teammate up in that area of the map. It's the Wizzy131 GFT. The guy who got the kill on the ARL, I think it was. Super Hellcat. Now, almost dialed in. Line it up. Oh, he fired to one side, but he still splashed him for 67. The FE201's gone in to get the kill, but over here we've got a bigger problem, which is the SU-122-44. He's going after the Wizzy, but he doesn't have much in the way of hit points, and I think demontaxidriver can probably take him out. If he splashes the round just at the side of the building, I think he might be able to splash him to death. Round's out. Yes! Perfect. I don't watch these videos beforehand, by the way. You know, these replays come to me straight, and I'll just play them and commentate on them as I see them, and try and give my my feelings about what's going on. I was worried about that. The Nashorn has moved further south than the windmill, but demontaxidriver fires around in. Oh, just narrowly missed him. That, if that had been a direct hit, I think that might have been a penetrating shot on him. He's got very thin armor on the gun shield. It's basically a Hummel with an 88mm gun, or rather 8.8cm gun. Act, as they would say. Now the Wizzy is actually departing the area, and the FE201 is going in to take out that Nashorn. Not sure that's a good choice actually. It's better for both of them to gang up. And now we've got an Achilles, which is basically a British version of the M10 with a 17-pounder gun. He's trying to get a solution on him. He fires around him, but the guy pulls forward and gets absolutely nothing. And now the Nashorn's coming up behind the FE201. If the Wizzy had been there, I think that FE would feel a lot happier. But he is fairly nearby. He might be able to get around into him. Rounds out the Achilles. Kill shot! And unfortunately the enemy Arty's firing the FE201, but he gets the kill shot and takes out the Nashorn. And now we're one tank up on the enemy. They've only got 5 tanks left, and virtually all of those, well, 3 of them are in town. I've noticed that tanks that go to town like this are very reluctant to return back to their own area. Although we can't see those guys at the moment, they're probably still there. A lot of this comes to do with the fact that as a heavy tank, they don't like driving all the way back to their own cap after driving all the way to the town. They feel, oh well, we just push on forward and see if we can get the battle done, even if we've lost our own cap area. I kind of get the feeling that one of the enemy tanks is probably still up near their cap, the M4A1 FL10. FL means 5 Lil, which is the name of the company who actually manufactured the turret for the AMX 13-ton tanks. Perhaps the new tank that they brought in at the at Christmas. And yes, there they are. The heavy tanks are still there, or rather the Panther M10 and the Tiger are still there. Now that one hit the building, yeah, unfortunate. I like what demontaxidriver is doing here, because if he can move over to the west side of the battlefield, then regardless of what the enemy tanks do, he's still got good shots on them from whichever direction. In fact, actually much better. If he goes into the dip on the one line, that would be the best thing to do, because he can still shoot at the enemy, but the enemy can't see him at all. M44 can fire over the entire battlefield without any restriction. The 155mm howitzer is pretty powerful. Okay, looks like that Panther M10 made it over to this side of the harbour. but we can't see him. Ah, now we can see the Tiger P, and demontaxidriver can definitely hit him. And he's just lining up a shot, grabs out, and a nice, it was a critical hit, so it was a direct hit. And there's the Panther, he's on one shot. Unfortunately, we just lost, well, we just killed their Tiger P, so demontaxidriver goes for the Panther, gets him with a splash. Okay, that means there's only 2 enemies left. That's M4A1 FL10 with the autoloader, 75mm gun, 3-shot, is it 4-shot autoloader? I think it's a 4-shot, isn't it? That was reasonably good, as it stunned him, but it didn't directly hit him. It looks like the enemy Arty is somewhere down on the beach, and he's just loading his shell somewhere over this area here. Well, they're indicating he's near the water. Yes, he is. There he is. Line it up. Rounds out. Oh, fantastic shot at the end. 5 kills for demontaxidriver, and he gets the last shot of the game. Excellent game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Here's the end of battle stats, and it's an ace tanker for demontaxidriver in the M44. He certainly deserved it. Relocating over to the west side of the map gave him much more avenues to shoot at the enemy in the town, and also that last Arty right at the end of the game. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 22 in that game. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, 1 short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. And because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, he also picked up a Confederate for hitting at least 6 enemy tanks that subsequently were taken out by other teammates. If we look at team score, we can see that he did actually get the highest damage in the game, 2,389 hit points. But I suspect he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber to go with it. The next high scorer was the Tiger P on the enemy team, 2,357, followed by the FV201, who didn't survive the game. He got 2,293. And when it came to kills, yes, he's got the highest number of them again, 5 kills, 4 kills to the FV201, 3 kills to the Tiger 1 and that SU-122-44 that he took out. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that one as well, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,315 base experience points, which is a reasonably good ace tanker. 1,097 went to the FV201, and 1,006 went to the Panther M10 on his own team, and those are the only guys who managed to get over 1,000 base experience points. He got 24 shots in that game, 6 direct hits, 1 penetration, 18 splash. Damage of 2,389 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 12 of the enemy, killed 5, did 4 hit points of damage assistance, and 1,116 hit points of stun assist of 14 stuns. So a decent amount of stun assist, and that contributed to the ace tanker along with the actual damage he did. 34,759 credits on a premium count, and after ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 20,019 credits. He received 1,315 XP, got ×2 for the first victory, and took away 3,946 experience points altogether. So a very good game there for demontaxidriver in the M44, the sort of game that I'd be happy getting that sort of result. That would show that, yeah, I've done my job, I've helped win the team, the game, and that I put in a lot of effort into it. And you can see that from the fact that he did get the highest damages on his team, as well as that Confederate medal. I've always said Confederate medals are proof that you were doing your job. You were trying to hit as many of the enemies as you could to try and strip their hit points and make it easier for your teammates to get the kills. So well done, demontaxidriver. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.